Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Today we're going to be taking a look at Queen, the two-time ASL champion, going up against Leta, who is one of the more exciting Terran vs. Zerg players specifically. This guy is one of the very best Wraith users ever. I don't know if he's going to go Wraith here or not. Very kind of a micro-intensive player, one of the highest level micro-focused players that we have for Terran. If not, well, I would say probably the number one, even though we see Bishop use that style a lot as well. I feel like Leta actually isn't quite as good at Bishop in macro games. So, yeah, it's kind of a funny thing. Like, Leta actually had a pretty darn successful Kespa career during the Kespa era. And, you know, definitely very stylistic, kind of a little bit cheesy, not really a big macro Terran player, and certainly to this day, not a very big macro player. It's not to say he can't play a strong macro game. Obviously, he can. It's not his strength. And if you compare him to some of the other top Terrans, a little bit weaker in that regard. So I expect him to kind of bring the pressure to Queen. I don't expect him to try to play a long, drawn-out match like someone like Light might end up doing. Even though right now in the current metagame, we don't see that much from Terran. Like, Terrans are trying to bring the game to a head pretty darn quickly. You know, we've seen some of these 7 or 8 barracks, 2 base all-ins. We've seen a lot of just busts being attempted, sometimes Valkyrie timing attacks, that type of thing. If you go up to the very top and see like what Flash is up to, we definitely see some mech switches and things like that. So not sure what we'll see out of Leta, but it does look like it's just going to be a fast expansion. He's got the nice wall here. And yeah, Queen. Hatchery first. I imagine he's going to go gas as well. We'll see that momentarily. As the SCV comes down, sees this Overlord, he's going to know that it is top left. Oh, actually, is he going to just miss that? Yeah, looks like he just misses it, but that's okay. Going to scout up for creep, doesn't see it, and he'll probably end up going up here. We'll see. There is a second scouting pattern you can do where you come back in case you're afraid of a 9 pool and then scout out, and you'll actually catch a 9 pool. With the SCV and give you a little bit more reaction time. But he's got such a good wall, I don't think he's really too afraid anyways. Kind of not a strong build on the map. Okay. He's going to come up and find him second. And the command center is going to get started. So just very normal openers on both sides. Nothing really to write home about. Yeah. I guess we'll take this moment to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed on Patreon. I do appreciate you guys. You can check that out on patreon.com/Artosis. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's always appreciated. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys. I do appreciate everyone that tunes in every day. I really, really do. This is probably my favorite overall thing that I have going on. Like, I love streaming and getting to practice a lot of StarCraft as well, of course. But like, I don't know. I'm kind of proud of having a big set of people that want to watch a Brood War cast every single day. It's awesome. It lightens my heart. I really do think that there's still a bright future for this game. Out of, like, you know, there's some of these older games, like, people still watch Counter-Strike all the time. People still watch Melee all the time. People still watch StarCraft all the time. It's just like the best games are the best games for a reason. And I think they can stay around and be competitive forever. Why not? Okay, so Leta catches these Zerglings coming across. Just snaps one. +1 on the way. Academy on the way. And, yeah, just a Spire coming up. Third hatch in the main base, like way to the side. So that's going to be a little bit hard to scout if he does want to put some additional tech there. You never know. Like, it might just be something like an evolution chamber quickly. You know, it could just be the Queen's Nest. Obviously, you'll find that out anyways from the speed of the hive. But we'll see. And I guess at this point, you know, it is this quick +1. So we're going to have to see how many barracks Leta goes for. 4 is the norm in these situations. He could go 5 simply based on the fact that it's cross-spawn. And he could go more than that because people are really testing that out right now. So the mass barracks play, I don't know. Maybe. It's a little bit harder because it's cross-spawn. Like, getting across that map is a little bit tough. There's the 4. Gonna want to start that range pretty quickly. The way he's producing tells me it's going to be just 4. He's just like, he's not skipping anything. He's nailing his depot. He's continually producing out of the 1 barracks as well. You kind of have to cut just a little bit to add the 5th racks in. But there is still the possibility it turns into mass barracks, because you wouldn't add those yet anyways. You go your turrets first into the mass barracks. So 6 mutas on the way for Queen. An SCV actually slides up. This is really nice for Leta to sneak an SCV in at this late of the game. He sees the drone counts. He's going to see the placement of the 3rd hatchery. And he's going to see the muta eggs are being made right now. And the thing is, he's just now getting his comm stats. Like, these are the latest comm stats ever. And he's building the turrets before he even has them up. Doesn't need to scan. He can just save those scans to look later, either for any tech switches or the possibility of another base being taken. Now, he gets that bunker at the front, really important. Some people in the comments do end up pointing out in a lot of these games, why don't you put a bunker at the front? A lot of times, things that people that don't play say are like, no. You know, what you're suggesting here, like 3 more turrets at this point, this is going to ruin the build, and you have to try to defend off this and whatnot. But actually, this is one I agree with when people point out, they're like, just build the bunker! Yeah. No, you guys are actually right on that. There should be a bunker at the front. It's absolutely should be. Should be. People get way too greedy. Now, these mutas come in, and Queen is doing a lot of work right now. Leta's just stimming across the map. He wants to get here before these Sunkens are up. Now, Queen pulls out the mutas. He is going to need these mutas at home. Oh, he canceled one. Did he start that because he was supply blocked, maybe? He got a decent amount of SCVs. Look at this. 29 against 28. That's not good for Terran. You really need mid-30s on your SCVs right now. Really, really need it. So he is going to have to remake some SCVs. This might slow down additional barracks or anything like that. The muta's going to slow this Bioforce. So sending the Bioforce forward is smart. It gets the mutas out of your base after a moment, because they do have to come back to help. And now he's realized, oh, you're not actually going to attack me. You don't have enough. And he starts some more. Throws down the Queen's Nest in the front. The Queen's Nest you don't really need after you start the Hive. And by the way, this looks like it might turn into Crazy Zerg as well, because he did get the very fast evolution chamber. It actually does look like Crazy Zerg. We'll see, though. Crazy Zerg, of course, a strategy that I invented. It's so funny. Now, the muta's flying in. They are going to be able to get a little bit of damage. There are some more turrets being made, so that's good. Keeps that SCV count kind of low. Again, this is bad SCVs. Like, at 5 minutes, 30 seconds, you should have more SCVs than this. And, well, he did. It's just Queen has been harassing him a lot. And notice how he's only going single starport. That's because of the SCV damage. This is one of the ways you can fix your build. Like, the thing is, you have to react to what's happened. It's not just like, and now you make 2 starports. It's something that you learn over time. It's like, well, I've lost some workers. What can I cut? And it's, in this case, he's saying, I already have 4 barracks. We're gonna make 1 starport for now. And I actually think that's exactly the right case, or the right choice. Like, you have to cut something so you can remake your SCVs. So that's what he's gonna do. Looks solid. We'll see if he gets the science facility. Yeah, there it is. So he is going to continue forward with his upgrades as well, which is really important against Crazy Zerg. Second Evo, so we know now that it will, in fact, be Crazy Zerg. Just mass ultras coming out of the mutas. And Lings, of course, as well. And we'll see when that +2 starts. Okay, so +1 is done. He started +2 already. Now, this is where it gets scary, because you need +2 starting right away, and he doesn't have a second eBay. So we're going to have a big-ass window of him being way down in upgrades. This makes me very nervous for Leta right now. Very nervous for him. Ultralisk Caverner's on the way. Adrenal Glands, +1 melee as well. The best thing I think Leta has left this game, he might have a little timing attack with 1-1. Because that is one nice thing, is he's getting his +1 here. Oh my god, the mutas. I didn't expect this to just continue, but he actually breaks through there. 2 Valkyries going to just go up and join as the mutas fly away. Is he trying to catch those? Is he trying to catch those? Ooh, good shots there by Leta. Really good shots. Okay, okay. Really damaged those a lot. This could just turn into a big counterattack. Okay, you see Leta is looking for this. This is kind of a popular way to play Crazy Zerg right now. It's just massive Ling attacks when you leave your base. Okay, he's decimating these mutas. I think now Leta needs to go across the map and attack. I think this is no longer enough to hurt him. Well, more Lings are coming. Adrenal glands are almost done. This is actually getting a bit scary. Yeah, he doesn't have a bust timing right now. Between all these sunks, if the Lings came in and attacked him at the same time. Obviously, it's hard to get that surface area. Additional barracks. Additional barracks. +2 is on the way. Chitinous plating on the way. Ultras on the way. And now the hatches start going down. He has expanded down here. He'll probably throw down another one. Maybe 12 o'clock. Maybe top right. You just kind of mass expand here. You can even lose bases. So, oh God. Oh God. His bioforce just kind of stretched out a little bit here. Hmm. Okay, this is very bad. There's about to be a bunch of ultras. His bio count is not that high. He's actually behind on supply right now. The ultras come down. They're not behind in upgrades, but they're even. He will back up. He's going to be ahead in upgrades. Very shortly here, Queen is. And he's dealing some decent damage to these ultras because they do not have that +2 carapace quite yet. But as you can see, this will get picked off completely. This medic a little bit late to the party here. He even picks off that science vessel. Painful. Not a whole lot left here. Kind of a standard game. And you can definitely tell a difference in Queen's level and Leta's level. I would certainly say that. But the thing is, Crazy Zerg can make players look very bad. If anything goes wrong for Terran, you can look very... I mean, you saw it with Sulky this season in SSL. He made Light look bad with Crazy Zerg. Definitely can occur. That is a lot of ultras coming in. There is no real way to hold this. His +2 is about to finish, but we are, like... Yeah, we're already going to have that additional carapace ready. He's already started his +3 as well. This is actually great surface area here for Leta. Or denying of surface area for the ultras, I guess is the right way to put that. Even snipes that vessel. You can see this wall. Very hard to break through. He literally... Queen does not even care. He does not even care that he's being inefficient there. He's got so much more going on. Just going to be mass ultras coming out. Leta is trying to get together an army. Like, he's got a good amount of barracks at 7. It's just got the 1 starport still. You can see his gas is really peaking up. 3rd command center is on the way, but that's rather optimistic. By the time this finishes and lands, there's going to be so much for Queen. He's just going to start attack moving. Right now, the way Leta's moving, he's looking to just catch small groups of units. Like, really, I feel like what you want to do is, as you hit a power spike with these upgrades as Zerg, and you hit a decent amount of ultras, you just kind of go in and clear the army. Because as the supplies go towards 200 on each side, like, and the thing is, it would never actually do that, because before you get there, like, you'd go defilers for Zerg. But, like, let's say that he went to 200 and he went to 200, you'd actually have a thick enough ball of Marines and Medics that could beat the ultras. But at lower supplies, like 100, like we see here, or 110, whatever, you just get absolutely destroyed. So yeah, he's going to be able to clear that really quickly. And Leta's going to GG. Yeah, I think you see what I mean. If Leta doesn't open up with something kind of aggressive, like this was a more standard macro opener for him, and he just wasn't really able to make too much happen. His turret defense wasn't that great against the initial mutas. His pressure wasn't that great. Queen just blocked everything really, really easily. And Queen actually chose a great strategy as well against... if you do a +1 rush that Leta did, Crazy Zerg in general is a good counter because even though +1 rushes for Terran get +1 very fast, faster than any other build they have, obviously it's called a +1 rush. Their +2 is slower than a regular build because you stay on lower tech longer. Oftentimes you get +1 armor first. So it just slows down that second attack build, generally speaking. But yeah, definitely way outplayed. Very well done there by Queen. And I guess that's it. GG, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.